today's workshop on Acceleration 101, a lesson in Gemini's power. We are privileged to be joined by Svetlana Meissner, so I would like to welcome this highly regarded expert in the field of ML and AI. And also, she's a Google developer expert who will guide us through these intricate aspects of Gemini's acceleration technology. Throughout this session, we will explore how acceleration techniques can significantly enhance performance and power across various modern applications. So, how can we do less but gain more results? To get the answer, I encourage you to fully engage, as this is an excellent opportunity to deepen your knowledge and exchange ideas. Without further delay, let us begin. So, Svetlana, Miss Svetlana, you can begin.
Thank you. Thank you very much for invitation and the possibility to speak here. But the time is very short, so let's go. I am actually working at Brandenburg University of Technology as an AI trainer, and we are working with small to middle-sized enterprises. But you will receive also the slides, so you would also have all this information. So for my topic today, I chose just perhaps these steps: acceleration at the work, Gen AI or Gemini, and your Gen AI learning paths. And we'll try to go through some perhaps of the labs. We'll see. But if you think again about the humanity, and humanity differentiates itself from perhaps others by using the tools. So like this hammer. So we are using the tools. And before, all our tools were just the tools to work with. But still in perhaps fairy tale, they were able to speak, but only in fairy tales. And now we are able to do the same with our tools, that they also can communicate with us. So let's see a little bit this direction. And Google commitments to AI is still like this perhaps line from the starting with the working with the models to the last models, and now the Gemini. So Gemini acceleration. My background is in physics, so I'm thinking about acceleration, like you see the apple and it's fallen, and these changes in the speed, it's the acceleration. But now let's see about the numbers. So how we think about the numbers. We are learning from the beginning to add the numbers. And if we are adding the number 2, then we can describe something with a percentage. Later we'll learn to multiply the numbers, and then this multiplication gives us acceleration. And if you continue still with the math, you would have the power, and the next step could be the power. But how this implement, perhaps you can think on your own. The connection I saw here, that this you see here, also here the link, the prediction of Gartner for Gen AI, and we are seeing so big percentages, but still everywhere percentage, 70%, 35%, and so on. And at the last week, I think, or the week before, at the Gemini at Work presentation, that was the presentation, and there we see 5 times, 36 times growth in Gemini API usage, 5 times growth in imaging usage, 7 times. Again, these numbers going from percentage to this product shown us this acceleration. So just think about this. And again, acceleration is the change and velocity. So I try to represent this with Imagine 3. So the prompt, but the idea was that so if you are driving the car and you are then driving a little bit, so changing your velocity in one direction, then you accelerate. But also if you go to the curve and you are changing the direction of velocity, it's also acceleration. So acceleration is changing the value and changing the direction. They have also this, if you are thinking about in the layer of AI stacks, so I just go through these, where we are now going to see Gemini incorporated, from infrastructure to models to data to application, and also these connections about these, and these connections connecting all these. If you saw again some of the presentation, then these agents are coming. So from foundation models to agents, and there there's this changing in the direction. So not only accelerate in one direction, but also changing these different directions. Again, just some ideas, and then we go to the labs. What is, again, these models? How we started in school, you're still learning this math when you have function and you're putting argument and you are having some output. And then in this connection, I thought again about Galileo Galilei and this decline plane, and he was just measuring, also trying to find this function that connects the time and the distance. So time and distance, and the input was just one parameter at the time. And then he found this connection, time and distance, his model. But now we're having, again, billion of parameters that we're putting into this function, our model, and looking at the output of our model. And so I don't know your background, but again, to learn about models, it's the great way to hear under this link, school cloud skills boost there, and this presentation you would find there in very beautiful video and connecting this. But still, this is just videos that saying you how it works, how you can use it, but it's always like looking at the beautiful driving car or looking at the plane, how they fly, and not being inside. So the next important to feel it's to be inside. So let's just go and try to go to Gemini inside. Gemini, it's like started again with, it's a model, and it started with this family of model. And so where I'm working, mostly I'm see this Pro and Flash model, and Ultra, it's really big, was presented, but now in practice, usually you would work with Pro and Flash models, and so Nano. Then we are seeing Gemini in product suite like Google Workspace and Google Cloud. I'll show you in a minute. And then in product, in BigQuery, databases, Gmail, and then using this PyQuery in the API. So here, again, just for you, for information, you can check all these links where you would see the, again, videos of Gemini in Google Docs, Sheets, emails, and so on. And here also the link to the documentation. But because of this, again, short the time, let's move on. And here again, some interesting, just some days ago, we were moving from the models that we already had to 1.0, 1.5, and now the latest models 1.5.002. And they, again, we are seeing these changes still in percentage, but in all areas from so code, math, images, audio, video, safety, everywhere is an increase. So, but again, as I told you, to feel the power, go to labs. So so here again the link. how would you start with this? Not seeing at the moment. How many of you have already been working with cloud skill boosts? So, but I'm showing you, and also perhaps different approaches, and someone did not know, but let's have really a look at this possibility to learn. So here again, this link. If you are, I'm just not login, you have to after that to log in, but already here you would see the possibility. Also, you would have these free monthly credits to work with, and again, some additional information. But after you have logged in, so I'm just continue with my, so join, you can join or log in, and then you would be at your dashboard, but let's go to the paths. So here at the dashboard, you are having, so usually your dashboard and paths, explorer, and then so other possibilities. Now we'll go to explorer because we are specifically interested in Gemini. So then here I'm just giving Gemini, and I'm giving the lab and any languages. So it's most is in English, but you also see here possibilities some other languages to solve these labs. And so the moment it's actually changing very quickly. That's because just let's see. Oh, actually, because some hours ago there were just six results, and now 43 results. So it's actually amazing. It's the lab. Oh, sorry, it's the lab. I'm going to learning path now. I know. I just missed just adjustment learning paths. So here six learning paths, and what is it? The learning path. We can start perhaps with the simple one. So beginner introduction, generative AI learning path. So, and I'm showing you what is learning path, what is the course, and what is the lab. So learning path would have some courses. Here at this, you see 5 activities, last update 3 months, and other courses were just updated. And here you can start, so at your place, you would have this picture, say, I'll show you after that in the slides, that you can start with any of these courses, and you can move on to this course. We are going to look at this prompt design in Vertex AI. And if you go to the course, you've starting this course, then in the course you would have, in this case, just labs, but all the other courses are having also videos, additional materials, reading materials, and additionally the lab. And here, really just the lab. So, and then we're going for this first lab. You can start the lab, and then you would be like in a car or in a plane in this real environment of Google Cloud and learning how to do all in this original environment. So then let's start the lab. You see also it's you would have 1.5 hours, and then I'm just showing you how you can do this. So usually you would open this link in incognito window, so very quickly, and then you already have this your ID. So the next, and we are making this one near the other, so we are able also to see. And then the next, you just can copy this password and insert the password, and then you are agreement, and now you're at the Cloud platform. So I agree. And then in Germany. Okay, and now you are inside the Google Cloud, and you have also instruction how to, so what to do and how to use this environment. So then let's go through this instruction. We did already all these steps. So here, usually if you're working alone, you would first perhaps read these instructions and then start the lab, because the time is running, and after the time, if you haven't finished, then you have to start all from the beginning. And here we are seeing, so now I'm making still a little bit bigger. Very great opportunity to learn about the structure, and then so here what we so our first task. So in your Google Cloud project, navigate to Vertex AI Workbench, and then so in the top search bar, enter Vertex AI Workbench. So that's what we're going to do. So here to the left, we are having this possibility. Here we're having this Vertex AI, and we can go first to Vertex AI, and then we are going to Vertex AI Workbench. So here, then the new menu, and here this is Workbench. I'm clicking again the Workbench. And also here inside, if you're working to the left, you also see this additional information, recommendation, or tutorials. For the moment, I'm just closing this. And now we are at this page, and then we have to go to user managed notebooks. So user managed notebooks, we switch, and this notebook is already for us. And then the next step, we're seeing just open in Jupyter Lab. So we're clicking to open this in Jupyter Lab. So and also just copy. I'm also putting this link. So in case you would like to do this at the same time, then you'll have this link that I am putting to the chat. But perhaps you look, and after that you'll try to this to go on your own. So and here, all in real time, you are having this experience of working on Google Cloud Platform in this real environment. So then we did all this step. We opened this. So that was our first task. Then we are moving to our next task, open generative AI folder. So here we are seeing this folder. Then I'll click. I've opened this folder. Then navigate to language prompts folder. So then we are looking language, then prompts. And here we have this introduction prompt design, and we can open these Python notebooks with this instruction. And the next instruction that we have to put this project ID and this region. And this already we have this to the left, was generated as soon as we started this lab. That was generated here. So let's see at our notebook. If I'm scrolling here, then we can run already the first. So here, running, installing this AI SDK. So it's running then on this workbench at Vertex AI. And here I'm just looking where I have to put so we can still finish and can run this one. Restart the kernel. Also to run authentication. And now we're coming to this where you see your project ID. Then we're just copying. So here we're having copy our project ID, copied, come in here and put in our project ID here. And this region, US Central 1, copied and inserting our region. So now we can run this cell, importing vertex AI, and this next run. Generation model. Just a moment, I think I will make bigger for you that it's better to see. So now we moved, we moved all these cells. We are using in this lab this text generation model, and this was text bison model. So we are at this step, and after that we can just go. Here's this example. What do you think could be a good name for a flower, and so on? Then we can just give this the prompt, and we are having the answer. So what we did, that actually we connected this specific model. Now we also learned how to do this, and we were able to pass the first prompt and to give the answer. And this is also this instruction. This is the lab about prompting, so we should learn something about prompting, how to do this prompting better. I'm still recommendation, so that the prompt below is to the point and concise. So suggest a name for a flower shop that sells bunket or dried flowers. And here again we have this output. And now again to our lab, then we can check our progress. I'm checking here, and this is the checks that we are till this step. So be concise, or it's still not ready. Just let me check. Have I missed something? Okay, I perhaps be specific. Just move further, and then I again just check that I finished this part of. So prompt again, now I finished this, I earned 10 points, and so here it's shown this 10 points, and now I can move on and go through all these next steps. So in real, when you're working, then you surely would spend a little bit, perhaps more time to, again, read more about all these steps, how to do this. Be specific and well-defined. Again, the recommendation, not recommended. So the prompt below is too generic. And then recommended, the prompt below is specific and well-defined. So, and then we go just learning. And you also can check your own prompts, not only that you see here like a suggestion. Ask one task at a time, also suggestion recommendation. And from this work, we are again using a specific model. We are writing these prompts, and the model generates the answers, and we are seeing these answers, and we are learning how to improve the prompts to get better answer or most suitable for us answers. And very interesting also this part about hallucinations. Also with some prompts checking about the hallucination of the model and how to deal with this. And here you would also have these advices. And going through this, you have also to check in your lab that you are moving incorrect, so in the right direction, and that you finished these specific tasks. So ask one task at a time, we'll finish, and watch out for hallucination. We can check, have we finished this or not yet? Not yet, and I go again to the lab and moving further, working with hallucinations. So, and after I'm just running the lab without, but you see, you would spend on your own perhaps more time just again learning and reading the instruction. And again, it's all in this real environment, and not only reading the documentation, but checking this on your own. Zero shot prompts, it's also very interesting area. I'm just moving further. One shot prompt, also suggestion how to do this. Few shot prompt. And we are finished. So here, then we can again just check here the way. And sometimes it's slow, so they just can check again the progress. Let's check why. Perhaps we still need to go further. Sometimes there are some instructions that you still have to change here. Perhaps the prompt. Okay, now we are finished this. So then we'll check in the next step. And the last one from this task. And the next task, just explore notebooks so that you can go to this language prompts and example. So that's what they are saying, that we are going to these examples. And if I open this folder, then here again, some additional also interesting chain of thought. So you can open this one and then work or learn how to do this. So then again, these notebooks, and then you can install additional libraries and also check here. So information about chain of thought, introduction, and so on. But again, back to lab, we are also see that we have 100 from 100 points. You can also click here, then you would see, so in case you not all collected all points, you will see what you are missing. And after that, you can just end the lab. So we are pressing end the lab. Then you have to just put the stars and submit your feedback. And then you can go and start the different lab. So here in this, again, I'm coming here to this learning path to show you. So this learning path, we're working with this lab. And if you go to this first one, the introduction, then here you would have video and also text and quiz and some additional information. So like here also reading opportunities. So this introduction, so reading list with all these links that you can where you can gain this additional information. So then with this, you just close this incognito window, and then we are back here, and we are going to check. So these slides I was showing you, and I showed you where to start, how to choose this learning path, or also how to choose perhaps labs or courses that you're interested in, and how to start your way. Then we were looking at this beginner introduction to generative AI learning path, and here all these courses, and we were working just with this one course, and again from this course we just did this one lab, and the course consists of 4 labs altogether. And the challenge lab is more complex, and you would have less instruction, and you have to show on your own what you have learned. So then they're going to next demo, Gemini code assists again to this link. Let's go to this link. And on this site, you also have this additional information, develop with Gemini assistance. And again, depending which area you're working on, then you can perhaps choose Firebase or so this cloud. And again, because we are already did something with Colab, I'm going to show you again here the way how to work here in Colab. Gemini Code Assist you can also install in Visual Studio Code or in JetBrains in PyChart. Also there you would have this installed. And what else do we have here interesting? So again, join the community. So it's additional information. But let's go to this Colab. And now we are, so actually now I'm, because I'm already registered, I'm connected with this my account in the cloud. That's why I'm already here. Otherwise, if you are clicking the link, then you need to go this authorization, and then you also be able to work with this notebooks. So again, in this case, you're already in your own environment, not in this lab environment, real in Colab, so research, you see this. And to connect again the model, here you would see this instruction. So here we can go to this perhaps first cell, and as we did, you saw this is install Google Generative AI. So this is again, we can do it as before in this lab environment to run this cell. And after that, you would have here the instruction how to connect the Gemini model. So you need this API key to your environment. So, and here just instruction that you have to the left, this the key, and if you open the key, you just again need to catch, so get the API key and then connect this. I can so just show here because I already connected this Google API, and there you, and he is at this key. So it's the model now connected here. So now we just install this one, and then we can run the next cell. Grant access. So, and then we also, so in this cell, we just imported. Okay, let me make this bigger. Imported the key, and then we can use the model. So in this case, we are using Gemini Pro model. So we are connecting to, so our model, generative model, Gemini Pro, and here we just can check, so response. We are putting our prompt, very short, write a story about the magic backpack. And then we see, so in real time, this is the, perhaps this is the new story. So then we generate it, or we can again here write a story about, about Google DevFest, then run the prompt. And we would have this story, Metropolis of San Francisco. Okay, it just moved there. Because again we haven't specified where this should be. But again, we have this this story. So just let move on because I still have some additional demos. Here these perhaps, okay, that was again using the API, but I also forgot to show you actually because to Colab already connected the Gemini model, not as calling the API on and using this like a prompt. It's also connected to help you write the right code. And the possibility here is also the video that you can check. There's a short video, but it shows what we can. So we can use Gemini to generate the code, explain error, and use in Gemini chat. So let's just moving back again to this because I was already here. Quick lab. So that let's just open new notebook. I'm just opening the new notebook. Actually, we could see also there, but it's just here is just clear. So if I open the new notebook, and here you already see this connected Gemini. So here is this, you see here, and again to the right you also hear this button, so Gemini. But using this button, if you are clicking this button, then you can again just ask. So what I was testing. Let me check. I actually prepared some prompt. Okay, I'm not seeing the prompt, but we can just imagine any possible prompt. So write a function. Okay, write function to the distance between two planes. Distance to planes. Okay, I'm in direction math. Perhaps write a function to calculate the distance between two planes in a space. So just let's check. And again, if you are trying this, you can use any possible prompt. But here also import math, and we see. So on the other, earlier you should have, so again, learn about different libraries, learn how to use these libraries, and now you're just writing again this prompt, and you are importing this library, saying, so the name for the function could be calculate distance, then we are needing the plane coordinates for the first plane, for the second plane, and then we are having this function, and then after that with the specific numbers that were just simulated, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we would have as a result is the distance. So here then we can again run this command here and check the results. And at the moment, so the distance, and it is calculated, so we don't have error. So in case if you would have error, you would have here additional button to again explain the error. but we can use this other button with Gemini. So to the right, this Gemini button, and here we also can ask, how do I filter pandas data frame? So just click in this one, and then again here it's the help for you to learn Python, to learn how to work in these notebooks, and then you just having here the possible results that you can still use here. So how do I filter a panda data frame with, so create a Boolean mask, apply the mask to the data frame, and then you can just insert this to your notebook, to your next cell, perhaps moving here, so the next code cell, and put in, copying, and here there. So you see, they just not only calling the Gemini's API, we're having Gemini on top, helping you to do, to do this work. So, and here you would also have this short video to just, okay, and now this is, we are in the between. What are foundation models in generative AI? So you can perhaps put in the chat. So check, it's the same, some questions if you are going through the course, through the lab. So in between, you also would have these questions that you have to say A, B, C, or D. So you just can check your knowledge up to yet we were working with. So generative models, and how you think, what is it? Is it A, B, C, or D? Oh, I see A. Again, think. The next step, if you're working, so D, thank you, some A, D. After learning these courses, these labs, these paths, you can go and participate in this certification program, Google certification, Google, again, cloud architect, data engineer, security engineer, and then you would also have something like this, the questions that you would have 2 hours to answer, and then just again put in this right answer. But let's move, and in this case, the right answer is B. Yes, it may be B. Yes, the foundation model is a large model prepared on a vast quantity of data that was designed to adapt or fine-tuned to a wide range of downstream tasks, such as sentiment analysis, image caption, and object recognition. Okay, then the next question, also try about hallucinations. What do you think? And here you would have 3 options. So just think opposite, just one is not correct. You can just perhaps put which is not correct, and all the other would be the right one. So which one is not the right answer? So in this case, you have to select 3 options, but we are playing like one is not correct. Which one? So if you input to the chart, D. Okay, you are right. Okay, and we are having, so D is right. So some, okay, more D's. See, not, this is still would be, so the model is not given enough context, or the model is trained on noisy or dirty data. The model is not trained on enough data. Actually, it's the model is trained on too much data. Is fast impossible. So you see, the more data, the better. So usually the more data, the better. So just again, I think one more question we have. What is generative AI? Here again, just choose one answer, A, B, C, or D. We're having D. Hey, then let us check. B. In this case, B. Oh, we are also having B. Yes, great. Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can create new models, new content such as text, images, audio, video. So you also, I know it's late, but you still have to read very quickly and to answer the question. So it's generative. We are generating something new, like we generated code, they generated the story, we were generating something so new. Oh, and again, what is a prompt? Did the lab with the prompt, but in short, which one would you choose? A, B, C, or D? Define the prompt. Oh, now the most. I see. C. Okay, C. You are right. C is the correct answer. Thank you. Then we are moving to our next demo. So the last demo Gemini on Vertex AI. And again, here, link to documentation. That is, again, enterprise ready, state of the art, open platform. And again, and here also Gemini in a big query. Here's the link to this video. But again, looking at the videos, perhaps the first step, you can look to see how the others are doing something. But after that, you have to do this on your own and begin. The best way to do is in this original environment. Yes, I'll share the presentation. This is the last slide. You would have a presentation with there. So let's go to this additional, so Gemini for Google Cloud Learning part, and you see it's already intermediate. So just let me check. I can go here. Okay, we are now, so here, this is the specific learning part, but I think I wanted to show you a specific lab. Yes, I wanted to show you analyze data with Gemini assistance. So again, this is the lab for 1 hour, 10 minutes. So you see, and again, here in this case, you see this is for 5 credits. And then if you join the program, then you would have, so every month, enough credits really to do the labs and to play the game. So the game is would be so the next. So here this part to this specific game. So again, we'll just so you see in the beginning of this course, that was the video one. So here, if you just start the course, here would be introduction and playing, and the next you have the first lab, and after that this Gemini for data science is the second lab. But we are going so to this first lab, and again I'm clicking just start the lab. And it's again generating all environment for you. We're opening this in incognito windows. Putting this both using this password. So copying the password. So I'm clicking agree, continue. Now the environment is getting ready. And here, so again, it's overview. We all did this. You would have also these objectives, what we're going to do. We're going to write these queries, SQL queries. Also, if you haven't worked with databases is the great way to learn how to write SQL and how to analyze your data in the database. So, and again, here are just steps that we already did in Cognita Windows, and open, activate so Cloud Shell. So here we can also do this, but it's so after that it's not that important. We can really move to the task 1. I'm just in this Google Cloud, just activating this Cloud Shell, clicking it. So it's the top right button. Here, continue. So making this shell bigger, so we would be able to put the shell. So, and you see we are now, so like these students with this our login, and we are connected to the specific project on Google Cloud. And this is the name for the project. So project ID, also in case you need, it's you can also copy here. And now we are copying this. So activating, I'm just working now with the shell. Now we are again in your central one and giving our credentials with this project and setting the user account. So here, just following these lab instructions. Authorize, then we have authorization, and then enable services, specific services that we need. So, and now, so the next is here. So using these Gemini assistants, adding those roles for Gemini assistants, and now we can, we did this, we can also check the progress, whether it's all correct, and you gain the points and you're checking this. So then the next task, create a data set and enable Gemini features in BigQuery. And here again, they are just explain how to do this. We have to navigate to BigQuery and first open. So the BigQuery, and I go to the Cloud Console, and here usually you have already BigQuery there. I'm just clicking on the BigQuery. So then I'm clicking done. And in the Explorer panel, I have to check that I'm having this. I'm in the BigQuery, and here these are Explorer, and here this so I'm clicking, it's already here, and I'm go to these dots, view actions, and here I can create data set. So I'm clicking this create data set, and then I have this specific field that I have to give the name. I'm copying this name for data set, putting the name. So they are the name and location. Select multi-region, and here is correct, multi-region already selected, and then create data set. So I'm pressing create data set, and now under this project in BigQuery Studio, I should have this NOI created data set with this name. So usually you have to wait a little bit, but now we saw that it's already created there, and just okay, here this the name we can open, it's already there. So, and the next step, so I'm moving there, enable the Gemini features in BigQuery, and there to view Gemini features in BigQuery, in the toolbar, click Gemini, and then you are seeing this in the toolbar. So here it's already there, Gemini, and you are seeing here this Gemini that we already have auto completion, auto generation, and explanation. So all these are checked subject here. So, and we are having, and again, we can just check the progress and then uploading the data to analyze. And then with our data, we are able to now, so just again, some suggestions. How do I get started with a BigQuery? Let's go check Gemini. Just let me see. Open. Just, I missed something. I should be able to open this. Just a moment. What? See, you see, sometimes open Gemini. Okay, here, still here, I have to open Gemini. I forgot here at this Gemini symbol. I am opening enable Gemini, start chatting. And again, here as the suggestion, I could put how do I get started with BigQuery, and then I'm having these answers, so step by step, or I can again ask what are the benefits of using BigQuery for data analysis. Again, we can put this chart there, and Gemini generated. So these are again, so these examples. But after that, the next step would be go again, navigate, so BigQuery, so open Gemini, enable, we did all these steps. Then we can, so here again from the lab, how do I learn which dataset and tables are available to me? And I can still put this one. And again, here the set prompt, and then we are already having this SQL. So how to write this? Select this table from, and then the suggestions. Or here also the real commands how to write this. So we are at these steps. So here there would be answers, and again then we at this task 4, which is OMG check. I see I'm already over the time. Just again, we can I'll show if you're again finished the lab, then you can again, you have to start this from the beginning. But here again, usually you would copy and learn again, work with SQL, and parallel always asking Gemini how to do something. So here let end the lab, and again submit. We are back. So some new ideas. We go through this. This is the next. If you would like to play, then you can join arcade game. Go to this one, where you also, if you're joining the game, then you would have automatically, so here you see this the prizes, and it's free to play, and it's started every month. So for October, it's just started, and you can start perhaps with the base camp, and then move to this level 1, level 2, level 3, or just go this trigger, so for every week. So this is the first week, and then this the next coming. And here again, the same if you are, so I would start here, enter the game, then you have this code, access code, and because I already tried, it's not asking me, but on the first, you would be asking, you have just provide this code, and then you would be, so you see here, you can choose which labs would you like to go. Through here, you would be working with Kubernetes engine, and you would start this Kubernetes only platform. So that it's again for you. Here's this one additional how to chat with SQL, the course, how to do this, again with examples. And again, from the beginning, just the last idea, the theory of communication from Shannon. If you see, this idea was that the messages, they have meaning, but the engineering problem, this is the meaning was irrelevant. And all this, our journey was without the meaning. And so the information, actually the definition of information is like weighting a gift package. It reveals the weight, but not what's inside. It's measure the amount of information without capturing its meaning. And we are still without this perhaps meaning. And in the future, perhaps we'll find the way how to find this meaning. And this is the last takes away about acceleration. Learn in real labs environment, play the game, and you're not alone on your way. And here's the barcode to the slides. So you can check, take this barcode. And I also put in the link to the chart. So that. Okay, thank you very much. I see I'm already on time. Okay.
Thank you so much, Svetlana. As we come to the end of this enriching session, I'd like to thank you all for your attention and your active participation. And I look forward to seeing what we can all accomplish moving forward. GDG for once and GDG forever. Thank you so much, Miss Svetlana, again.
Thank you.
And see you in other session, inshallah.